Well, welcome back to The Pathway. Today we're in James chapter 5. We're getting close to the end of the book. And he's talked a lot about persevering. And again, remember, he's talking to Jewish Christians who've been persecuted. They've been dispersed, if you remember. He's trying to encourage them. What will motivate you to keep going when things are tough? So he tells us to endure with patience, right? That's where he begins. Like a farmer waits for precious fruit of the earth, so too I want you to be patient. There's rains coming, there's rewards coming, and maybe not on this earth, but in the future. In the same way, a farmer, I grew up in Illinois where there's a lot of corn, soybeans. But you'd see the farmer, what's he do? Doesn't see a lot of progress for a while. I'm digging, I'm pulling out rocks, I'm weeding, I'm fertilizing, I'm seeding, waiting. It rains, waiting. In that process, you're trusting that when I invest, when I till, when I do the work, God's going to bring about the harvest. Same thing's true as you're going through difficulty and challenges. You're saying, God, right now you're toiling me, the world is toiling me, I feel like I'm just putting through the grinder. But God, I'm going to trust that you're going to bring new growth through the fertilizer that just got dumped on me. Then he brings up Job. You remember how I brought up Job? Really interesting, like right between the perseverance piece and the Job piece, he says, hey, by the way, do not grumble. Well, if nothing makes me grumble more than going through difficulty. So he's saying, hey, don't grumble when you go through difficulty. Remember, God, not here we go again, but God, here we grow again. And remember, he says, that's exactly what Job did. Job endured. You've heard of the perseverance or the endurance of Job. And look what it says. Who saw the end intended to by the Lord, remembering that the Lord is compassionate and merciful. One of my favorite little hints at the end of the book of Job is that Job has several daughters at the end of the book. In Hebrew, their names mean little dove and eyeshadow. And at the end of the book, Job gives an inheritance to his daughters, which we might think, what's a big deal? Well, this is chronologically probably the first book of the Bible in a patriarchal society that women did not have the rights like men did. Job is so struck by the encounter with God in Job 38, 39, 40, where God tells you he cares so much about his creation, the crazy ostrich and the donkey, and he even says, I make it rain on the land that no one else sees. I'm so gracious and kind. And Job is so struck by that, as we see in this verse, he even sees all of his family, male and female, in contrast to the culture, as someone to be valued. Let us persevere, let us not grumble, and let us follow the example of Job. Hope you enjoy your study of James chapter 5 today.